Morning, everyone. Morning, everyone. I'm Bondar JR, also known as the Silver Wolf, also simply known most days as Ron. And we are here to stream some EVE Online today. Today, Monday night for you Americans, Tuesday morning for those of us living on the other side of the world here in the beautiful Philippines, where it is pouring down rain right at the moment. Is our viewer mining event night where I mine with my viewers. So if you are in a mining mindset, feel free to join us. We will be in the fabulous system of Ufine, which is in high sec space, in Galente space. So you will need at least a non-hugely negative standing with Galente. So Cherry Can, Kitty Ninja, almonxy. Also saw Hoot Johnson. Good to see you guys. Thanks for being here today. Appreciate you guys. And won't be on for the first hour. I have a conference call. No worries, no worries. Ran that mission last night and lost a jackdaw. Ouch. Finishes up with my Naga Stiper fit. No fun, but got it done. There you go. There you go. Yeah, that sucks. Sorry about that, buddy. Jackdaw. That's super expensive. Super expensive. Super expensive. I need to look and see if I can build one of those. But yeah, super expensive. I think I'm upgrading my building skills and so I can build the Marauder, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna let me build the tactical as well. So yeah, maybe we can get a BPC for that and get you one built. Yeah, Jackdaw, super expensive. Super expensive. So Skimitar ran to the store. He was actually in. I got in early and did a couple missions and excuse me. Oh, let me switch you guys over. Got all my dailies done. Though most of my actually Kragan and Falstaff are done for the month, but the other three have one more day to do after today. So, oh yeah, so we'll get that taken care of. I'm actually in the Orca because what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly out here in the Orca and get things started for anybody who's already here. And get posted up. So I bought two of them during the harvest event. Never had flown one. Yeah, I only have one, and it's one that I got from my old corp way, way back. And I'm like you. I have never. I've flown it. I've flown it a couple times. But every time I fly it, I'm scared to death of losing it because it is super expensive. But yeah, I now have enough money that I could actually replace it. But you know how that works. So having enough money and being willing to spend enough money, those are two different things. So two different things. So yeah, I'm actually out here. No worries, Al. Take your time. We'll be here. Um, the engineer did not show up yesterday, so the woman who has the final permit, I guess, told him she couldn't meet yesterday. That she had a meeting. So he said, okay, when? She said today. And so I guess he's meeting her today at 10 o'clock to pick up the final permit, and then he's going to come over here. So my plan is to complete the stream, but we'll see how that goes. Like I said, it is pouring down rain here, and there is such a thing as Filipino time, so 10 o'clock could very well mean 11 or 12, so we're probably fine. But um, that was always King Man. Good to see you. Good to see you. We got a rat out here. Launch some drones. Let me see what the asteroids look like. Asteroids don't look too bad in this one. I'm in 7-7. You guys can warp to me, or you can, yeah, just come to 7-7. But yeah. Uh, Rats are gone. Rats are gone. Rats are gone. But yeah, let's do this instead. Yeah, let's do this instead. So yeah, but yeah, Kimon, good to see you. You're welcome to join us mining as well. Sorry, my eye is itching for some reason. I don't know why. But I'm sure that'll pass here in a second. But yeah, let's launch these guys. Leave the compression off for a second until I get closer. Yeah, let me get Kragan out here. Bum, 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 bum. Warp to member, there we go. All right. But yeah, you guys will get a kick out of this. This is how dumb I am. So this is how dumb I am. I thought we were grinding for the mining ship, but we're actually grinding for the exploration ship. Somebody said it yesterday. I don't know why it didn't sink in. The new Sisters of Eve ship is a battle cruiser, which is why it's so expensive. Where the one we were kind of hoping for, and I wanted to give away on the stream, was actually the mining ship. So that's an ore ship. So we've been actually doing the wrong missions. No. So, because that's the kind of guy I am, being completely clueless. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. It might just be easier to buy one off the market, to be perfectly honest. Though I can't imagine what they're going to cost. So that's the whole supply and demand thing. So, all right. So let's get you. And how far are these guys good for? 28. Man, not the best. Not the best bonuses, but I'll take them. I'll take them. All right, let's get my thing open. Get my thing open. All right, and let's salvage this guy up. All right, now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking with gas. So yeah, so we're out here. If you guys want to join us, we are out here in. So you guys are all welcome. No worries, no worries. I guess we can turn that off and we can actually turn compression on. And we should stop. There you go. That'll probably work. Yeah, let's stop. There. And then once Scimitar, because Scimitars are much better boost. Once he shows up, we'll swap them out. Oh, how come it didn't work? Ah, says I'm too far away. Well, isn't that just a piece of crap? Well, that means some of my skills are not up to par, for crying out loud. Surely that can't be the case. Drones. What are we missing in drones? Drone durability, drone interfacing. Yeah, the repair drones. But drone durability and drone interfacing are ones that should be in there. Yeah. One day. Why is that way down here? That should be up here. 4-day. 2-day. I tell you, I'm not paying attention. 9-day. 9-day. 24-day. Let's go in the middle here. All right. Let's check. Compress. All right, stop. All right, compression's on, and my miner is working now. Or my salvager's working now. Ship stop. Cool. Okay, cool. So yeah, so that's where we're at. But yeah, anyway, so the engineer did not show up yesterday, so hopefully he's going to show up today because we really need to get this finalized. But hopefully he doesn't show up in the middle of the stream, which is a possibility. So, like I said, if he's picking up they never pick up early here in the Philippines. So if he's picking up from her and Imelda, give or take, at 10, when she's actually ready, then that'll get him here around 11, so which will only be an hour earlier. So, but yeah, and so we'll probably figure it out. So I think we're going to be good, but we'll see how that works out. But yes, if anybody, we are in Ufine. Anybody wants an invite to the mining fleet, say something in the in-game channel. I'll get you invited. Go from there. But it's all good. We're just going to sit out here and relax the mine and see how things go. Whoop, he shut off. Why did he shut off? Because I drifted too far away. Some days it really doesn't even pay to get out of bed. Let's drift. Let's drift. All right. Yeah. I think we figured out it was because I don't have the mining implant. Or the boosting implant, I think is what it was. And I'll have to have Skivitar tell me what that is when it gets back on so I can track it down and find it, because I have all level 5 skills. So I should be boosting the same as him and Jackson, but I am not. Not even close. So and unfortunately, I'm trying to find that. Actually, I might be able to find it on ChatGPT. Steve Haven just started. I hate competing with Steve's Haven, because I can't compete with him. He is a much, much better streamer. Much more giveaways, much more throughput, much more content. Oh, I don't have the music on. Some of you, that's the only reason you come. All right. Appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate you guys being here. And I wouldn't fault you if you ran over to Steve's. Sorry, eating my cornbread for breakfast. My wife bought me 6 boxes of it, so now I'm getting tired of cornbread. So I guess the big question is, where is the closest war agent? I guess I could leave it on distribution. Oh man, my ore standing is horrible. So I've got a level 1. Well, that sucks. So yeah, It would be some grinding on ore agents. I wonder if any of my other guys have better standing. Let's check Kragan. Ah, 143. So he's got some level 2s, but they're in null space. That doesn't do me a whole lot of good, does it? Actually, I didn't have Falstaff set for any security, so maybe he has access to the 2s as well. I have him set for low sec. Yep, he has access to the 2s as well. So yeah, Kragan doesn't really have much higher than... He has higher, but... Outer ring excavations. I actually have a 251 without a ring excavation, so let's see any level. That's all they got. So that's the highest he's got anyway. That freaking sucks. All right, let's do any corp. That can't be right. No, I gotta say ignore standings. That was my problem. Yeah. I tell you, some days doesn't pay to get out of bed. Okay, so they still don't have any other than that level 1. Which is kind of strange. But if I do any corp... No, that can't be right. I'm saying ignore standings. Or any security, any distance, any level. Distribution. Maybe they're not distribution. Let's say any type. There's a 4 for outer ring and security. There's another 4 for, and that one's in low sec, but not null. Most of them seem like they're in null. Yeah, most of them seem like they're in null. Yeah. So yeah, let's go back to highest level. Well, that's weird. The heck is that? Oh, that's a mining one. Yeah. Well, that's kind of crappy. Any type, highest level. Highest available. There you go. Yeah, let's do it. So yeah, there are some 4 security ones. Low sec. There's actually a 4 mining one in null space. A 3 security in null space. It looks like they're all null space. There's only 2 in high sec, level 1s. Yeah, so that's a rough one. It's not an easy way to grind those, so definitely got to be a null. So yeah, so that ain't gonna work. Xurdaben, good to see you. ChemFinn, good to see you guys. Sorry, I was focusing. I lost a Leshak this morning while using the bathroom. Ah, man, that sucks. I hate that. Went down 850 million, but I'm good news. 148K and LP for SOE. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Very good job. Very good job. Oh, you guys, the whole time I was doing that, you weren't looking at the right screen. I'm sorry. So, yeah, I was looking at these guys. So, here, in high sec, there were only 2 ore agents total because I have it set to ignore standing requirement. They're both level 1s, which is kind of worthless. I'd rather have my teeth pulled. And then if I say not high sec, if I say any security, all right, let's do it here. Let's do low sec. Low sec, there's only 1 in low sec. It's a level 4 security. And then if I do null sec, there's a ton. So yeah, it really seems if you're going to do the ore ones, you really need to be in null space. So yeah, so that kind of sucks. But anyway, it was 80K after you got off. Cool. Man, well, that sucks. Sorry to hear about the combat loss. That's never easy. That's one of the reasons I kind of like the distros. I don't lose any ships, or very rarely. So, but they are also lower. But yeah, we're gonna have to see what these BPs are gonna go for. Maybe I use one of my other characters to grind ore missions, level 1 ore missions, to see if I can get enough LP. It's good I brought another one and made 400 million so far just gathering all the loot. Yeah, the loot's always the key. And you make a lot on the loot too. Recycle. I recycle a lot of it, get a lot of nice minerals out of that, which helps me out a lot. So yeah, so that's the combat ones, the security ones are very, very profitable, but not the fastest way to get the LP, or at least for me, because they take me forever. But yeah, I was kind of thinking, and I think Scimitar came up with. He said if we got 4 of us all doing combat missions, but doing the same mission and switching from one to the other, we could probably bang them out pretty quick. That would probably give us, what, 4 times 7,500 per hour divided by 4. So yeah, so 7,500 an hour. So that might be worth it. Hell yeah, I had a choice from 130 million or almost everything near a million for resources per day. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Yeah, that always makes a difference. But yeah, I was telling these guys, I thought I was grinding towards the mining ship. And it turns out, and somebody said it yesterday, and I don't know how I missed it, but we're actually doing the Sisters of Eve, which is the exploration ship, which is a um, which is a on the way, Scimitar. The yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, which is a battle cruiser, so that's why it's also more expensive. But or has yeah, or has some agents, but they're all in nullsec. So I don't go to nullsec. That's me getting killed. That's me getting killed. No worries, kitty. You're good. I was also telling these guys, Xurdaben, the engineer didn't show up yesterday. I guess the woman who has the final permit, a damn swimming pool, told him at the last minute she couldn't meet yesterday. So we had to switch it till today. So he's going to pick up that permit and then head over here. So I'm not sure it'll be a full stream, but we'll see. I'm going to try and squeeze a full stream. But yeah. That's the way it works here in the Philippines. Plans are fluid until after they're already completed. It's right up to the last minute. Plans will change and have changed and do change on a constant basis. So yeah, but we need her, so I can't really can't bash her at the moment. But yeah. So that's the way it works in our barangay. Every barangay, of course, is different, but in our barangay, they actually assign somebody from the municipality office to you, to the engineer, and that's who they have to work with. So you have to kind of keep them on your good side because they're the one that controls whether you get the paperwork done or not. And so yeah, so she's actually screwed us over a couple times already, and yeah, but we should be done with her today, because once we have these permits, we're done. We're done with what we needed from them, at least until the house is done. Then there's an occupancy permit where they have to inspect the house to make sure it meets what was specified. And so yeah, so then we'll have to deal with them again. But yeah, it's not much different here than it is in America. The low-level bureaucrats don't have a whole lot of power, so they try to cover for it. So I'm gonna shut off my stuff. Skimbitar, and let you take over, because mine are really substandard. Speaking of that, can you link in the in-game chat what the implant is that you have that does the extra mining boost? Because I want to try and look that up, because I got level 5 and everything now, and my booster's still way below yours. Kragan's only getting like 28 compared to 15, which his normal is. So now with you, he's getting 34. So yeah, so yeah, it improved it drastically. So mining foreman mine link, excellent, thank you. Ooh, didn't find it. Let's try mining foreman. Here's a skill for that. Module, blueprint, implant. There it is. Tier 2. It's probably not being sold anywhere here. 61 million, that's not bad. Let me see what it really goes for. Yeah. Let me see. Actually, I'm going to use the new market one that Drachenhort sent me. See how this thing works, if I can figure it out. It doesn't seem like it lets me just type. There it is, search. There we go. Mining foreman. Mind link. That's why I spelled it with 2 words, not one. Okay. Well, that doesn't seem to work. It's not doing anything. No, that's not working. Implants. Implant. Mining form and mine link. There we go. So it shows the cheapest price, 47 million, it says. In Langassi, which I'm pretty sure we were at Langassi not too long ago. I'll be damned. That's where I was doing some of those missions. There's only one for that price. Well, that sucks, because it won't be there by the time we get done. So yeah, but I did figure out how to do it. All right, cool. So Langassi, yeah, so 47 million, that's not a problem. All right, let me reload these guys. And let me call my drones in. Return. And I forgot to compress my stuff, so let me compress my stuff. All right, I'm going to go swap mine out. Appreciate you, Scimitar. Yeah, so that's not bad. I thought it was going to be something like super, super expensive. Because, you know, that's usually the way it rolls, but that's not bad. Now, I guess the question is I need to see if I have anything in slot 10 already, which I doubt I do. Slot 5, slot 9. So the booster is on slot 10. But that's booster slot 10. So no, implant slot 10 I do not. So that'll work. That'll work. Cool beans. Cool beans. So yeah, so I will try to pick that up later today. If somebody else doesn't. It shows the next level, or the next cost, is 49. Oop, wrong one.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Nope, that's not it. Man, you were really having trouble getting the windows to work today. There we go. Yeah, so it's actually a Sisters of Eve one, 47 million. Not bad at all. Then there's 49 million, but they're in low sec. And then 50 million near Jita. Oop, let me take this out of here. All right, board. Yeah, I got a couple storyline missions queued up to do. Not that I need standing increases for Sisters of Eve, but can't hurt. Can't hurt. All right, let's warp to Kragan. Yep.
Warp drive active.
So yeah, we're out here mining. Any of you guys who want to join us are welcome. I know Kitty's on her way. Al's going to join us here after a bit. He's got a conference call, so he's so responsible. But yeah, so yeah, we'll go that way. in business. We're in business. Thanks for that, Scimitar. And thanks for the boost. Tomorrow, everything changes. Yep. Somebody was actually saying it's just later today for me, but which I don't quite understand because they only do updates at downtime. So, and downtime is what? 7, 5, 7 and 4. So yeah, almost 11 hours away. I was watching Serpent Power this morning. He said he was going to be back on in 8 hours to enjoy the changes. So yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. I'm kind of impatient to see how it will be. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, me too. Me too. That's always the biggest problem, the waiting. But yeah, so I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do it. If they're going to do it at, yeah, because today is the 18th Eve time. They probably say in the thing, let me find the launcher. Catalyst expansion notes. That was from the 14th. Oh, here's your CSM. I need to check the CSM and see. So 11 UTC, 18th of November. So that's actually like 11 hours from now, right?
The asteroid is depleted.
Yeah, because it's 0:30 now. So 10 and a half hours from now. So, which, yeah, see, that's still not downtime, though. Yeah, that's pretty close to downtime. So, yeah, so maybe they're just going to do an early downtime. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yep. That makes sense. Oh. But yeah, so we'll have to see how that works out. So I may have to log on this evening just to see what it looks like. I was really hoping to give away one of the destroyers tomorrow. One of the mining destroyers. But think I'll stay clear this belt. Think I'll stay to clear this belt only, but then I'll have to log out and get my sleep. Tomorrow I'll have to wake up early. No worries, no worries. I understand, Kitty. You're all good. You're all good. You're all good. But yeah. It should be interesting. So, and like I said, I'm kind of curious how bad prices are going to be right off the bat. So, all right. So it has on here. So actually, I want to see. It had CSM too. Let me look at the CSM. See who won the CSM. All right. So of course, the guy I voted for did not win. Imagine that. Imagine that. Oh well. Once again, proof that voting really doesn't really doesn't seem to make a difference. So, but yeah. I was under that opinion in America for a long time too, but my wife, when she became a citizen of America, she started forcing me to vote. I hadn't voted prior to that. And I honestly can't say whether it's made any difference since or not. I doubt it, but I guess you can't complain if you don't at least exercise your right, was kind of her philosophy. And I thought, that makes sense. Not that I complain about politics too much, because that's just wasted. That's like screaming at a rock. That's like screaming at a rock. I honestly think that probably the best thing for America and the Philippines at this point would be if they wiped out both of their Congresses, the House and the Senate. It's called something different in Philippines, but they wiped out both of them. Just let everybody go and rehired, revoted, reappointed, and show them that, you know what, you can lose your job. Because my philosophy has always been, most people only do their job because they fear losing it. And in America especially, Congress has no fear of losing their job. Some of those people have been in that job for 40 years, which is ridiculous. They're all millionaires. They have no idea how the rest of the country lives. And they're passing laws for us. They're passing separate laws for themselves, which is another ridiculous thing. Here in the Philippines, everybody in their Congress is pocketing money and forcing everybody else to live in, substandard conditions. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I'm on that same opinion of Mike Italy. I don't see the point in voting, so I don't. Yeah, it's weird because really does put a lot of things into question. So, but anyway, I don't get political on here, so I'm gonna stop now. But yeah. But yeah, I do think that would be, if they realized they could lose their jobs on a whim of the people, or the people could say, you know what, let's reset button. Let's wipe them out and vote all new people in. If you've been in before, you cannot be in again. Period. End of discussion. Bring in all new people and see if that helps. It can't hurt. Can't make it any worse. I mean, at least in America. I mean, they've got to be the least working people in the world. I mean, the whole government shutdown thing. They still got paid. You're part of the government. Why are you getting paid? No wonder you didn't care if people were suffering. You're still getting paid. And the worst part is you're all millionaires. You don't need to get paid. You're all doing insider trading and making money that way. So yeah, I got a whole different opinion. But anyway, let me shut up now before I. But yeah. no matter what I think, it ain't gonna change nothing. So that's the other reason why talking about politics is a waste. You may as well scream at a rock. You got a better chance of the rock doing something. Better chance of the rock doing something than changing politics for any country. The Philippines here, I mean, it's been really bad where they're recognizing the corruption now. It's been there for centuries, but they're really recognizing it now. But there's still really nothing being done. It's just now they're recognizing it and they're complaining about it, but there's really no positive changes being made. And so it's kind of like, and yeah, and I think that's just the way it always works everywhere. Is those in politics are too busy trying to stay in politics so they can keep exploiting everybody else. So, but yeah, that's why I play Eve, trying to escape that kind of stuff. That's why I retired. Moved to a whole nother country where the politics is actually probably, well, not worse, but probably the same. It's amazing, no matter where you go. Seems to all follow the same general principle. The rich exploiting the poor, the strong exploiting the weak. So,
the asteroid is depleted.
So yeah. Which is just sad from a humanity perspective. But it is what we have. So yeah, hopefully the engineer will make it today. Pretty excited to get this taken care of, get the contract finalized and signed, get the groundbreaking date set. Was actually supposed to be yesterday, is what the foreman had told us, which came and went. But as I said, here in the Philippines, it's planning is more of a open discussion. What do they call that? Talking to yourself, kind of working it out, type of thing. That's planning here. No plan ever. There's a saying about that. The best laid military plan only survives the first bullet being shot. Once the first bullet's shot, then the plan has to change. Philippines is that on that level with all planning, not just military planning. So yeah, but God bless them. It is still the most relaxed country, one of the most beautiful countries I've ever seen, and I am loving it here. So, and I'll probably be loving it even more once our house is done. And I got less things to worry about. Because, yeah, I'm sure this one's going to cause us just a little bit of stress over the next 6 months, give or take. So we'll see how that works. The water people. So we're trying to have water hooked up at the lot. The water people have been harassing us because you have to go to a seminar, I guess, to learn how to turn the water on and turn the water off. I don't get me started. We're planning to have a well eventually, but we have to actually have water hooked up in order to make the well, because they use the city water to dig the deep well. And so, but anyway, so they've been harassing us. Hey, you guys had the seminar. When are you going to hook up your water? Blah, blah, blah. So we finally said, okay. So I guess they went and paid for it yesterday. They had a class to flush too. Yeah, exactly. But they went yesterday and actually paid, I guess, the fee. And they told them, okay, it'll be sometime in the next 2 weeks. Like, really? You've been bugging us. And we thought you were coming the next day. Now, sometime in the next 2 weeks. And it's like, well, the reason we waited this long is because we didn't want to have it hooked up over there and have somebody stealing our water when nobody's there. So, yeah. So that was kind of a no-brainer. So yeah, hopefully we'll have water by the time there's groundbreaking, but I'm sure we'll figure something out. We gotta run a hose from our neighbor. So, what's up, Drachenhort? Good to see you this morning, buddy. But yeah, it's kind of interesting because it's like, and then of course the electric, in order to have the temporary electric hooked up, because you don't get permanent electric until the house is done. In order to have the temporary electric hooked up, you got to show them your building permit, and you have to build the concrete pole that they attach the electric to, and they have to inspect it. And so, of course, our engineer is kind of like, yeah, no big deal. And I'm like, well, don't you guys want electric on day one? And he's like, nah, we'll work it out. And so I'm like, okay. So yeah, so I guess that's like, that'll be the first thing I guess they go over there and build when they build. They'll build their bunkhouse and they'll build the electric pole, and then I guess they'll wait on the electric people to show up and hook up the temporary electric. And so I'm like, okay. But yeah, he builds houses for a living, so I'm sure he knows what he's doing. So, but yeah, it's kind of funny. Completely different the way they do things here. So yeah, it's been interesting. But yeah, drachenhort. You said you were sitting on the ore agent. Where is that? Is that in null space? Because that's the only ones I found were in null space. There was one level 1 in high sec for distribution, and I think one level 4 in low sec for security. But I didn't have access to the level 4. I had access to the level 1 and some level 2s in nullsec, but I think they were security ones or mining ones, because there was also mining, which makes sense. It's a mining corporation, so it kind of makes sense that mining would be one of their focuses. But yeah, silly me, I was actually thinking we were working towards a destroyer when we weren't. So, but you know, that's how dumb I am. Either way, I was hoping to give away one of the destroyers on stream. But yeah, it's in null space. Yep, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, see, I never go in no space because it's kind of like asking for trouble. But I don't know, might be a good test of my blockade runner. So yeah, we may have to see about that. Unfortunately, Falstaff has a 0.1 ore standing. So yeah, he does it. Highest available gives him a highest available, and say ignore standing. Yeah, so it gives him a level 2. It's the highest he can get. And if I switch it to distribution, which is what I prefer, yeah, 25 jumps for a level 2 distribution agent. So yeah, kind of scary. Kind of scary. Yep, out of reach. Yep, they have their own part of null. Oh, okay, cool. So it's not plagued by the other alliances. I probably still have to cut through them, but yeah. So that might be worth doing. The curious thing is, does anybody know how many LP the destroyer's gonna cost? So usually pretty calm there. Okay, cool. And I don't remember, in nullsec, does the local work or the local doesn't work? It's like wormhole. Wormhole, the local doesn't work. I think nullsec, the local doesn't work either. Low sec is where the local works, and high sec. But nullsec, the local doesn't work. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
The asteroid is depleted.
Yeah, usually pretty calm there. That went very uneventful. That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I might have to check it out, because that was the one I really wanted to give away on stream, was one of the destroyers. So, but you know, best laid plans. Best laid plans. our engineer did not show up yesterday. The woman he was supposed to pick the permit up from was unavailable. Didn't tell him till the last minute. I guess he was actually on his way to Imelda when she told him. And so, God bless her. And so he's picking it up today. So the stream may be a little short depending on what time he gets here. So he's supposed to pick it up at 10 a.m. We usually stream till noon. And if he picks it up at 10 a.m., it'll probably be at least 11 a.m. before he gets here. And here in the Philippines, they have something called Filipino time, where they never do anything on time. 10 a.m. means 11 or noon, and noon means 2 or 3. And yeah, it's kind of, I can't stand it. I'm always an on-time guy, but according to Holo Leaks, the BPO is 70 million, but I'm going to FAFO it. FAFO. I don't know what that is. I should know what that is. F around and find out. Gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at now. Is it's a matter of like 8 hours. So yeah, the retriever BPO was 1.7 billion. Oof, ouch. Yeah, all I have are retriever BPCs. So the more you FA, the more you FO. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so definitely probably won't be day one giving one away, but we'll see if we can give one away. You said 70 million for the BPO. Well, that's not bad. I think everybody will probably buy one for that. God. Yeah, so we'll have to see. What'll probably happen is you'll get a whole bunch. Yeah, I got it. Thank you. I looked it up on Google. Thanks. But what'll probably happen is a whole bunch of corps or alliances will buy them all up and then sell them for, 400, 500 million, so that you don't have them on the market from the regular places, at least day one. They've done that multiple times, which is always very frustrating.
The asteroid is depleted.
But supply and demand. All right, so let's see. I need to find some more asteroids. We're about to kill this belt. But yeah, we'll see. Because yeah, if it's only 70 million, like I said, I think I'm gonna try and log in tonight and see. And if I can find one, I'll buy it and I'll build some and give some away. 70 million's piece of cake. But yeah, that's the one that's kind of hard to figure out. Everyone seems to have their hots for the Odyssey. Yeah, that's the other one that I've been, and I guess that's the one we've been working towards with the Sisters of Eve, is the Odyssey. And so what's the name of the destroyer? Does anyone know? I guess I could look it up. Sorry, I have it up here. I'm just kind of an idiot. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Mining content. New ships. There's the new ships. Mining destroyer. Pioneer. Blueprint originals for the Pioneer can be purchased from Outer Ring Excavations, which are ore stations in Outer Ring. So that's another reason for me to travel there now, is because that's where they're going to be selling it. Okay, well, I guess that's a good thing. And there's going to be a new skill called Mining Destroyer. Of course there is. Of course there is. Everyone seems to have their, yeah, Pioneer. So yeah, so I should probably camp out on one of their stations as well. So yeah, maybe we'll do that. Maybe after the mining event, I'll fly to one of their stations so that I'm there at downtime and see if I can get a BPO. If I can get a BPO, then I'll give some away. And maybe while I'm there, we'll go ahead and do some missions for him. Because, yeah, if it's only going to be 70 million cash, LP-wise, it's probably not going to be too bad. So, an Outrider for the command version. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I got the article up here somewhere. Yeah. Pioneer or Command Destroyer Outrider. There you go. That one looks pretty good. Pioneer. And then the Odysseus. The Odysseus. I really like. That's a cool name. I really like that's a cool name. Oh, there's also Navy mining frigate. Venture Consortium. Wow. 10,000 loyalty points, which is really not that much. Out behind me, loves that I have lost. Yeah, so it doesn't say anything about LP for the Pioneer. Yeah, so you can get the Outrider by doing invention jobs on the blueprint copies of the Pioneer. So that one would also be another one where I could maybe give away. Or Navy mining frigate. That one sounds nice. That one actually mentions 10 million ISK and 10,000 loyalty points, which is really not bad. 10,000. Of course, all I have are level 2s, so 10,000 is going to take a while, but yeah. But yeah, that might be another reason to sit on those stations. I have never flown through Null, so never been to Null. I don't think I've ever been to Null. Oh yeah, so yeah, we may maybe we'll do that. Maybe that'll be tomorrow. Like I said, I'll probably do it at downtime, see if I can get a BPO. I usually piss away 70 million on giveaways, for crying out loud. So yeah, so if I can get a BPO and make some and actually be able to give them away, that would be fantastic. 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 I only did with cheap T1 exploration freaks looking for data and relic sites. Yeah, I have got stuff in safety. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, so I might, what we were talking about is I might go sit on one of the ore outer, it says here, Pioneer. Blueprint originals for the Pioneer can be purchased from Outer Ring excavations or stations in the Outer Ring. So I'm going to go sit on one of those stations where there's a level 2 agent. Maybe do some level 2 distro missions for them. Build up some stuff. Oh, we're just talking about the Pioneer. So it looks like the BPOs are going to be sold starting at downtime. But they're being sold at the ore stations, which are all in null sec. And I've never been to null sec, so I'm planning to travel to one of those stations. So we were just talking about me buying another implant. I'll probably buy the implant but then I will not insert it until after I return from Nullsec. Yeah, that would definitely not work out. But it does look like these are available to me. Ignore standing. Yep. Outer ring excavation. So I could go to any one of these three. And I should. Actually, they're all in the same system. I should be able to buy the BPO from one of them. Or from that station. It said somebody said that it was leaked that it was only going to be 70 million, which would be fantastic, but we'll see if that turns out to be true. They're all camped, yeah. They're camped with what? Did I miss something interesting? So people are camping them in order to try and jump people? Yeah, that probably makes sense. What's going on? There we go. New mining crystals as well. Hopefully I sit in the right station for all of that. Also, the boost charges. Yeah, so that's my thing. It's actually, knowing my luck, I'll be in a station where they're not selling it. But yeah, it sounds like Xurdaben is saying that they're all camped. So, incoming message. So if they're all camped, that could be a problem. But I might be able to sneak in with my blockade runner. I guess that's a good question, though. Let's check it right now and see. 4C B7X. 4C B7X. If I check my...
The asteroid is depleted.
So right now we're in Ufine. And we want to go to that other one. Langasil was the other one. Let me find it. Let's see if it's still there. Jita. And it says Langasi. If I refresh it, will it refresh the same or will it do something else? Nope, it did. Yep. Langasi. So let's go back here. Oh, come on. And there it is. Langasi is one. And then after that, we want to go to 4C B7X. B7X. There we go. All right. All right, so it shows, yes, 14 kills on that path. One there, no others. So let's see if I can avoid that one. T-U-R-N-U-R. T-U-R-N-U-R. So it gives me 43 jumps. No. K5 JRD. K5 JRD. All right. O-U-L-L. O-U-L-L. O-U. All right, I found a clean path with no kills. Well, not no kills, but no gate kills. But that's right now. So yeah, that doesn't mean it'll be that way when we finish. So, but yeah, I will recheck it when we finish and see. What's up, Blue Gray? Good to see you. Prepare to die for that. Feels like a bit like Marco Polo. There you go. I'll probably just wait a few weeks and wait things get quiet before going there. Meanwhile, I'll take a look at the new mining Epidar. Yeah, prepare to die for that. It feels a bit like Markable. Yeah, my guess is you're going to have a lot of people try and buy them up. And that's where I don't want to. I'm hoping. I only want one. I'm not hoping to make any money off of them. But you'll get a lot of people probably trying to buy them up and then move them to Jita and selling them for 500 million or, you know, a 5,000% markup. So, because that's what they do. So, yeah, so I'm hopeful of trying to get in on the ground level. But, once again, that's very wishful thinking. Very wishful thinking. Doesn't normally work that way. So, yeah, so we'll see. But Blue Gray, good to see ya. We're out here mining. If you want to join us, you're always welcome. Always welcome. And we're about done with this belt. So, yeah, if you're going to join us, now would be a good time.
The asteroid is depleted.
Now would be a good time because, yeah, we're pretty much done. Pretty much done. Good God. Which one stopped? All right. So what we'll do is I'll have what's his face Cragen go check out the next belt here in a second. But yeah, maybe I'd take one of my alts and send them to out there to see. Because if it's just a matter of buying a BPO and flying back, I probably don't need to send my main. So yeah, maybe that's a job for somebody else. Take a break from worrying about dailies and inventory and wormholes and scanning and just shoot, roll, and chill. There you go. You're welcome to join us. You're always welcome to join us. So, good God Almighty, they are disappearing faster than I can target them. Yeah, these asteroids are not even a full cycle. Not even a full cycle. All right. But yeah, I got to pick out which one has the skills to pull it off. Because I definitely probably want a blockade runner, so. And if he makes it back with one BPO copy, then we're in good shape. So, yeah. If not, no harm, no foul. Actually, I think I got the guy for it. Let me see. Mining fleet going nom 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 nom. That's it. That's it. So let's actually change our thing. Don't go there. And start here. And take these guys out. All right, that's only 26. K5JRD, okay. $29. ALD. All right, I got a clean one for that one. 31 jumps. I think I can do that one. Maybe I'll put him in a shuttle. Yeah, nobody made me any emotes yet. Congratulations on your 5 stream streak. Congratulations. All right. And we're down to the last 2 asteroids. So let's get Kragan out of here. All right, compress. And we're at 7.7, so we're gonna go to let's go up. Let's go 8.1. Let's go 8.1. And I figured out how to fleet warp without having somebody there. So yeah, Scimitar, once you start shutting down. I won't sing, but I gotta dance. All right, no rats here. And it's not super huge, but it's got some stuff in it, so yeah, it's not bad. I can live with it. I can live with it. Definitely lived with worse. So anybody who wants to can warp to Kragan. Come to set you free. I took me to the sky. Sorry, I'm singing. All right, stuff shut down. All right. Let's see, make sure everybody's got their drones in. Looks like all the drones are in. Cool. All right, Kitty, have a good night. Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
The asteroid is
All right,
depleted.
here's the last
The
one.
asteroid is depleted.
All right, ready. Here we go. Here we go. Fleet warp to member. Bingo. Here we go.
Drive active.
But you turned me on. All right, stop. Stop, stop, stop. All right, here we come. I didn't actually watch the formation. I should have watched the formation. Should have watched the formation. I'm kind of a loser that way. All right, bingo. Back in business. Back in business. Just like that. Now, the big question is, can he fly a prorator? I don't know that he can. But then again, maybe I have him just fly a shuttle. I mean, that's definitely the lowest cost. And check and see if he actually has any implants. He's probably just got the freebies I have. So I'm going to use my 4th alt. My low guy. But it would be nice if he could fly a prorator. But yeah, the shuttle might be better. Problem is, he's not going to be able to do any missions in a shuttle. So if I had a prorator, I could probably do some missions with him at least. Of course, I also check and see if he's on. Thanks, Scimitar. Appreciate you. All right, we're in like Flynn. In like Flynn. Yeah, nobody's made me any emotes yet, Blue Gray. I think I'm gonna have to go out to the free market. Take my chances. Take my chances. Get some custom emotes. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. I was really preferring to give it to the community. Always keep it in house, but doesn't always work out that way. So yeah, it's all good. I used something quite a while ago. How was that? That was before I left America, so it may take me a minute to find it. E-business. Let's see if I can search for emotes. It wasn't just emotes. I did the other stuff. No. So it came up with emotional. Okay, so let's try a different search. They did my overlays. Nope. That really sucks. Crap, what was the name of it? It was some service. Online service where they put you in touch with creative people, and like I said, they made my overlays. Blossom isn't around now. Blossom's playing a bunch of other games now, but I don't think she does it anyway. But she probably knows somebody, you're right. Overlay. Invoice confirmation. No. Nope. I really just want that one. Let's see. What else did he make me? Overlays. Yeah. Here above my head. I'm sure once I find it, it'll be like, oh yeah, that's the word I should have searched for. But yeah, my email search is like worthless. Maybe Wormhole PD is good with emoji. Maybe I could probably should check with Blitz. That's a good idea. I'll ask him. Yeah, Blossom did a lot of Discord stuff. She was a Discord animal, so. But yeah, these people that I paid before for my overlays, which turned out really good. I'd probably reach out to him again, to be honest, since he's familiar with me. But it was some online thing, Insta or something like that. I don't remember. But you would think that I could find it in my email. So, but never works out that way. Never works out that way. No matter how hard you try. No matter how hard you try. My eye is watering. What is this salty discharge? That's a quote from Seinfeld, sorry. For those of you non-Seinfeld fans in the audience. Boom, boom, boom. Got those. Cool. I got enough targeted. Yeah, that's the thing I always hate about my email is I can never find
The asteroid is depleted.
what it was. But if I go back, I know it was prior to me leaving America, so that at least puts me in the right ballpark. I think it was towards the end of the year, to be perfectly honest. Unfortunately, it would be a lot easier if I could search for it, but heaven forbid. What's up, sethgstewart? Good to see you, buddy. I'm sure I can search for it, but it's an invoice. He made me emotes. He didn't make me very many. He made me overlays. He did a cam border. Let's try that. Nope, nothing. Let's just do cam. Let's see. I tell you, some days. Yeah, it's hard to say what's actually in the invoice, or the invoice is probably a PDF, so he doesn't actually have it in the email. And I have no idea how long ago it was. Like I said, I don't save my videos that long anymore. I could probably go back to YouTube and see exactly when it changed. That might work. Yeah, that might work. That would probably give me a time frame. Let's try that. Though searching through all those videos on YouTube probably isn't going to be very productive. Stack. There's a ground, Monty. There's a ground. I need to start getting those movie clips put together. Start getting those movie clips put together, because yeah, that's a good one. So yeah, if we go out here and I scroll down, oh yeah. So I've got 382. That doesn't make any sense. Surely I've got more than 382. So maybe, looks like maybe YouTube is getting rid of my videos. Because it says I only have 382. And of course it won't let me just go to the end. I always got frustrated with ones that have that, go to end one. Because I never use it. And now I need it and they don't have it. So yeah. Gotta love that. Irony at its best. Irony at its best. All right. September 9th, 2024. Okay. Now that looks like it's still got the same overlays. June 25th, 2024. 7 Days to Die. I haven't streamed 7 Days to Die in forever. I bet you these are the old overlays. Wonder if I can search new overlays. No, doesn't find it. I know I put it in there about new overlays when I put them when I went live with them. It's probably only searching the ones that are currently up. There's Dwarf Fortress. So now, once I get to the end, it lets me go to the end. Search across your channel. New week. Yeah, that's too generic. I don't know. It's pissed me off. Gonna piss me off. Excuse me. Got those. That's working. So yeah, if I can pinpoint when show all. There we go. RimWorld with Rim Connect. It was definitely before that.
Asteroid is depleted.
Yeah. So here, do this. New. Show all. It says there's 42 that have new in the title.
The asteroid is depleted.
New stronghold. Come on. So no, it doesn't look like I mentioned it in the title. I tell you, some days, some days I had a nickel. I had a nickel. All right. I did a search on overlay and it didn't find any that had that in there. Title contains new. What about emote? Let's get rid of that. Emote. Nope. Done with overlay. Look. First look at it. Progress so it looks. Now. Nope. I have no idea. I guess I'm just going to have to go through them. Sort by date. Actually, let's sort the other way. Yes. March 14th, 2024 is when I started streaming. March 14th, 2024. And my first 4 streams, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no. Actually didn't do too bad in the beginning. Didn't do too bad. Didn't do too bad. But March 14th, 2024 is when I started streaming. Got to mark that down so that I can celebrate the 2-year point. It was quite a ways in before I actually decided to buy, pay for, because I didn't want to pay for anything. I had already bought a camera and a couple other things. It was quite a ways in before I actually paid for the new layouts, new overlays. Hot potato training, let's see. Oh, so that is a new one. So I had the new overlays in, crap. Why'd it go back? In September. All right. So let's go back. Let's check August. All right. So actually, I'm going to need to get another cup of coffee. Let me go do that. How are we doing for this belt? Oh, let me get rid of this rat first. Let me go get another cup of coffee. And I will be right back.
The asteroid is depleted.
Sorry about that. Oh, had to use the bathroom as well. And it turns out we don't have any sugar. So, which, coffee without sugar, that's a whole different ball game. So we'll see how that works. Left my drones out. Nice. All right. Okay, cool. No brown sugar either. Nope, Ron needs some sugar, chat. There you go. Yeah, no brown sugar either. Yeah, my wife's, she thought the brown sugar was giving her headaches. So she switched to white sugar, which is what I'm more used to. Now it seems we've completely run out of white sugar. And of course, we didn't have any brown sugar left over, which I was like, oh, there's probably brown sugar left over. I'll use that. She's like, nope, I got rid of it all. Why would you get rid of it all? God bless her. God bless her. All right, so back to my search. So we did discover that in September 2024, I had the new layouts. Now I'm looking at...
The asteroid is depleted.
When is this one? Crap. Why does it not tell me the date? Here. August 13th, 2024. All right, August 13th, 2024. Nope, that's got the new layouts too. All right. So August, we got the new layouts. So now we're back to July. Let's go back a little bit more. All right. I know it ain't in March. So it looks like I actually did do it pretty fast, which I'm not kind of surprised by. So let's check July 1st. No, I'm sure it doesn't. Nope. It has the new layouts too, July 1st. Man, I thought it was actually quite a while before I bought the layouts. July 1st. Holy shit. So that means it must have been, here's June 4th. June 4th can't be. June 3rd. June 3rd is the first one in June. The one you had was very good though. First thing on my channel. First thing on the one you had was very good. What was that? The first thing? I missed something there. Sorry. Okay, we got some more there. Cool. I did 7 Days to Die was the first thing I did. But yeah, it was not popular. I didn't have a whole lot of viewers. Didn't have a whole lot of viewers, so overview layout. Yeah, no, the early ones I had were free ones. But it does look like that I did do them a lot earlier than I thought. So this is June 3rd, I think. June 2nd. June 2nd. Posted June 3rd. No. That has the old layout. So yes, so it was sometime between June and July that I did it. Okay, cool. That narrows it down. All right. Man, it was way earlier than I thought. Ladai, more Ladai, Epic, Pirate, getting close to finishing Epic Arc, trying Trig Space, first time mining on stream. Lots of Trig drama. Farming Trig, soon to be full release preview for streamer. What that I can't believe I didn't actually put it in the title that I had updated my layouts. That was kind of... All right, so June 3rd, so let's split the difference. Let's say June 18th. Nope, June 18th is still the old layout. All right. We're narrowing it down. We're narrowing it down. We're narrowing it down. June 25th. June 25th. June 25th is the new one. All right. Good stream with my new layouts. June 25th. There we go. All right, June 25th. All right, compress. What's the best shuttle for a BPO run? I think any of them will work, but I would probably use one of the fancy ones, like the Metamorphosis or the Apotheosis. Because I think they're a little faster than normal shuttles. But you could check that on them for me, or check that on them before you do it. But I think they're a little bit faster speed-wise. Yeah, I think. Like I said, I don't remember where I got that from, but I think they're a little bit faster than normal shuttle, and I think they also have a little bit more cargo capacity. Not that you need it for BP transfer, but yeah. You never have too much cargo capacity with your speed. All right. What I'm going through, I just can't smile. All right, so now that I narrowed it down, thinking about doing a suicide run after mining. Suicide run. I'm thinking about taking my lowest alt and taking him to nullsec and having him sit in that station to see if I can buy a BPO after downtime. But that's probably pretty risky. And I might have him do some missions while I'm out there, see if I can farm some LP while I'm at it. But a lot of it depends on if the stations are camped. They don't seem like they are based on the gate camp, but they probably will be right after downtime. All I need to do is log them on and buy the BPO and then log them off. And then I can get them on later and do what I need to do. But yeah. All right, so we figured out June 25th. Now let me go back to my email. And let's search for June 2024. Oh my lord. I get way too many email messages. Luckily, I save them all. All right, here we go. I'm in June. All right. It's a bigger problem, is trying to keep up with the mining while trying to search through other real world things. Always messes stuff up. Always messes stuff up. All right, downtime at 4 a.m. here. Yeah, here it's 7 p.m. So, and I think they're doing it a little early. So it's going to actually be an earlier downtime. But, so here's June 4th. Atlas Shippers, GS Construction, Food Supply, yeah. Amazon. Of course, it requires that I actually put it in the right place. Billing. Auto reply. Macy's.
The asteroid is depleted.
Uber. Smile Dining. Yeah, I got nothing. Shows they went live on the 25th. And during that time period, I got nothing in my normal space that I put stuff for what I call e-business, anything I did online. I tell you, no wonder I can't find it. Now, the one other place I could check is I have an inbox. Let's check there, June 25th, because maybe I didn't file it. June 2024. Nope, there's only 6 messages from June 2024. Damn it. Damn it. I got no idea where it would have gone. All right. No wonder I can't find it. All right. So I think the Scordite's gone. So I'll start working on the Veldspar. All right. Sorry, ads are on. So where else could it be in my thing? So we got there. Oh, you know what? I might have put it in streaming. I didn't think of that because it was related to my streaming. I have a special subset for streaming. And what do you want to bet I put it in there? Because it was specifically related to my streaming. Betcha I did. Because, you know, that's what a smart person would do so they could find it again. Yeah, all these are Twitch. All these are Twitch. None of these are anything else. So, no, it doesn't look like it's here. Let's check the... That doesn't belong here. That's the other problem. Is it's manually stuff that I put in here, so it could have easily been put in the wrong one, which would not surprise me at all. Got all these campaign offers I could probably get rid of. Because they're obviously not accomplishing anything. Nope. Good God. Yeah. Nope. Not there either. I tell you, some days I can pay to get out of bed.
The asteroid is depleted.
All right. Where else could it have ended up? No, I've definitely cleaned this out since then. Yeah, it goes back to August. So I got no idea. All right, well, that was worth a try, I guess. Wasted time.
The asteroid is depleted.
Ads are over. Ads are over. Yep. All right. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So we still got some plague. All right. So we're almost done with this belt. Yeah, these belts are pretty minimal. I need to figure out what these guys are doing. I can't believe I have no reference to that because I spent money. So the other possibility would be PayPal. I might be able to find it in PayPal. Because I'm sure I paid him through PayPal. Yeah, no, I paid him through PayPal. All right, so let's look at transactions, not recent activity. Last 90 days. No, I want to see longer than that. Is that all I can see? Seems like that's all it'll give me is the last 90 days. Well, that freaking sucks. That's not right. Activity, let's see. Yeah, I don't want last 90 days. I want to see more than that. Why can't I see more than last 90 days? Log in, click activity, select all reports. There's no all reports. And select all reports on the left-hand side. Left-hand side. There is no left-hand side. Ah, there I can choose it. Let's do last year. Let's narrow it down to, I just want to see June. So I'm sure it was in June. Since I displayed them on June 25th, it would have definitely been in June. All right. Fiverr, Fiver. Yep, Fiverr. And if I log in there, I'm sure I'll probably see who it was I talked to. Fiverr, Fiverr. Ah, crap. But I found it. All right. All right. So long-winded approach to figuring that out. Sorry about that. Never a dull moment. All right, so we're almost done this belt. I'll finish off a couple of these and then I'll send Craig in to check out some more. That's weird. How did I miss one? Yeah, that's weird. All right, never a dull moment there. So yeah, so Fiverr. So I guess if I go out there, I'll be able to see. Yeah, they're disappearing. Yeah, so downtime here is 7 p.m. Downtime is 7 p.m. for me. So, and like I said, I think it's going to be extended downtime tonight. It says 11 a.m. UTC, which is in 9 hours. And 9 hours from now would be 7 p.m. So, yeah. So, yeah. So. Yeah, they're dropping like flies. So yeah, we're down to a handful. So I'm actually gonna unlock this one. See if we can finish these off and I'll go check out the next one. Lilium, thanks for the raid. FBI, open up! You guys aren't following Lilium, please give her a follow. She's a variety streamer. She does Eve online from time to time, but she also does a bunch of other stuff. She's been doing the finals lately, so, which has been very entertaining. Very entertaining. Very entertaining, so Lily, thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. Is my son there with you? Autonomous, good to see you, buddy. Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. Exactly. Exactly. As soon as the timer goes off, I will get you a shout out. I just shouted out Lily, so. But we are doing our mining event tonight. Welcome, Raiders. We're doing our mining event tonight. You guys are all welcome to mine with us if you want. But we are doing our mining event. And we're about to change belts. So, because we are almost out. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and scout out the next belt. Because, well, it got rid of it anyway. So we're at 8-1. We're going to 8-2. 8-2. Check it out. Did we get them all? No, there's one asteroid left. Nope, it's gone. All right, cool. Let me know when you're ready, Skim. It's meant to be a mining epic arc coming. Oh, that's cool. That's after downtime. Just thought when I was out, they pulled me back in. Yeah, so at downtime is when they're doing the update. So yes, after downtime. Downtime for me is 7 p.m. It is 10 a.m. here now, so about 9 hours. And then that's when the new update will be. And so, but yeah, so that's where they're going to add in the new ships, the new content, all that stuff. So 9:30 for you. Yep. Cool. 6 a.m. Eastern. There you go. So yeah. So yeah, should be interesting. Should be interesting. But yeah, Skim, are you there? Oh, I guess I should check out Kragan. Because he's probably sitting over here getting shot at. No, he is not. Cool. That's good. At least he's not getting shot at. All right, cool. All right, here we go. Almost. Almost asleep or almost ready. There you go. All right, cool. I'm going to do a fleet warp. Let me check and make sure everybody's got their drones in. All the drones are in. That's fleet warp to Kragan. Here we go. Ah, I shut the fleet window. Of course I did. I always shut the fleet window. Because I'm an idiot. But yeah, let me get Autonomous a shout out. Lily, thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome, Raiders. You guys aren't following Autonomous, definitely give him a follow as well. I have only seen him stream Eve content, but he's a nice filler guy where you never know what time frame he's gonna be doing it. I catch him at all different times, so that's always a good deal. So. But yeah, definitely give him a follow. He's a lot of fun. And of course, but yeah, so appreciate you guys. But yeah, definitely give them a follow. Autonomous is a great one for kind of filling in. If you can't find another streamer, he's a great one to watch. Like I said, he's all over the place. So finals to mining, finals to mining, finals to mining. There you go. Little Dog Nation here to crush rocks. Well, there you go. There you go. Thanks, Lily. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Autopilot engaged. That's a brave one, Blue Gray. That's a brave one. I don't do autopilot very often, but yes. Autopilot engaged. Alright, so let's pick up some of these. Man, yeah, there's not a whole lot in this one. So we'll see how this goes. Because this might be gone in a fraction of what it took for the other one. We'll see. We'll see. We'll give her a try. Stack these guys up. Alright. That's right. I am the Eve streamer of last resort. No, not last resort. But there's always those times where you can't sleep or nobody else you know is on. Autonomous is probably on. So, yeah. So, you definitely a good one. He's got great music. So, no worries, Lilium. Thanks. I appreciate it. Lurk all you want. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'm sorry, we ran out of sugar. Actually, not as bad as I thought, but it went down the wrong pipe. Awesome, engaging streamer. Yep. Snide Dog is my son from another mother. So, yeah. Who's your daddy? All right, so Fiverr. So if I go out here and look for Fiverr. Fiverr. It actually says Fiverr Philippines. I don't want Fiverr Philippines. I just want Fiverr. Let's do it this way. See if this works. Freelancers. The big question is, what did I sign in with? Yeah. Nope, that's not it. I love that. So, Caviar, good to see ya. Good to see ya. And of course, I don't have it in my list, so imagine that. Why would I do that? And he like frames per minute. He does nothing, and he's like frames per minute. I don't know what you're trying. Since they automated ship spinning, I don't have to do anything. There you go. All right, so I got no idea. Maybe I did it with this one. Is that it? I think this is it.
The asteroid is depleted.
Yep. So there's the guy who made my other one. Yep, so I did. I logged in with Google, so which I don't normally do. So yeah, so I got it. And maybe I'll contact him and see if he'll make me some more emotes. Looking for somebody to make emotes, so asked for several weeks now on the stream, but nobody on stream wants my money, so I'll pay somebody else. So I think people are a little pissy. I started my stream a week or so ago and then went out and didn't turn it off. I did see that, Autonomous. I did see that. And I did that one night as well. Not for a week. But I raided out to somebody and forgot to shut the stream off, and it went on for like 4 or 5 hours. It really made editing a nightmare. But and my average was really shot to hell. But average viewers per hour was like, yeah. But so I've been there, done that. So yeah, I hear you. I hear you. That's one of those that happens from time to time. So best laid plans and all. Doesn't always work out that well. So tried to get your attention. Yeah, several people actually emailed me, contacted me on Discord. There were quite a few. And yeah, once I leave the stream, I go down for lunch and have to do my wife time. And yeah, well, that was funny. I've had a couple of streams now here that's happened, and I am more popular when absent. Well, that's all right, Autonomous. That's all right. Whatever works, right? Whatever works. Whatever works. Whatever works. Whatever works. So, yeah, that's kind of funny. But, yeah, I've been there, done that. Been there, done that. Luckily, I stream 5 days a week, so we probably won't go more than a couple hours, but because I usually come back after I have lunch, so I finish my stream at lunch, go have lunch, spend some time with the wife, then I come back and edit my stream and get it posted up to YouTube, and so yeah, that's when I noticed, hey, my stream's still running. What a dumbass. What a dumbass. X-Lax smooth move of the week. But yeah, it all works out. It all works out. But yeah, I had ordered some overlays from some of Dick Pic's work. There you go. There you go. But I ordered some overlays here last year, over a year ago, and the guy did a great job. I'm really pleased with him. I still use them to today, and he actually threw in a couple emotes, and I'm in the market for some new emotes and to add some, and unfortunately, I can't seem to get anybody to do emotes for me, so I'm gonna reach out to them and see if I can get them to do it for me. I'm sure they will. They probably have no problem taking my money, but I'd rather give my money to the community. So, but yeah, it seems emotes are not the easiest ones to do for some reason. I don't know. I said something to Caldari Prime Pony, and he was like, "Oh yeah, that's high tech stuff. I don't do that." I was like, "Well, damn, you look like you're doing all kinds of high tech stuff." So, but yeah, so I guess emotes are considered upper echelon stuff. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see what he's probably got some package that I'll look at. Get a ton of emotes. And since he did my other stuff, he's already got the theme, so it should work out. It's all good. All good. We'll get it worked out one way or the other. But it took me forever to find out who had did it for me because I couldn't find the receipt. I couldn't find anything related to it. Looks like it didn't email me. Oh, I bet you it emailed it to my... Since I signed up with Gmail, it sent it to my Gmail account, not my regular account. That's why. So there you go. There you go. Question answered. So yeah, so starting at downtime tonight is the new expansion. New update. I don't know if I call it expansion. I think they're also starting Winter Nexus. But don't quote me on that. And but the new ships will be out tonight. I am talking about trying to camp out one of the ore stations so I can buy a BPO for the ore ship. But we'll see if that works out. It might be slightly risky. Probably take one of my low end alts and do it. That's the plan. We'll see how it works. Out of control. Out of control. There you go. Out of control. But yeah, so we'll see. I haven't quite decided yet. I would like to have one of the BPOs, but I don't know that it's worth. If I take one of my alts that has no implants, no skills, or no risk, that's probably not a big deal. So it's me. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. So it might be worth it for that. And I could also have him maybe do some missions, collect some LP from ore. Because it looks like there's another ship that ore is putting out, according to the notes. Mining frigate. It says a Navy mining frigate, whatever that means. So guess what time it is? Word ban. All right, hit me with your best shot. No, and we got to cut out the prepositions. I can't do prepositions. Prepositions are impossible. It's got to be a real word. I guess prepositions are real words, but yeah, because you got me with so the other day. That was wrong. That was way wrong. There was another one too that you got me with the other day. I don't remember what that was. But yeah, let's go ahead. We'll see what we can come up with. Oh. I gotta stop singing. Sorry.
The asteroid.
Love of my life. Yeah, these asteroids are really small. Really small. Yeah. Mining. Okay, starting now. Starting now. Oof, that's going to be a hard one. That's going to be a hard one. Okay. Concentrate. Concentrate. KhaleesiEalesi, thanks for the raid. Thanks for the raid, KhaleesiEalesi. Rose, if you guys aren't following Rose, please give Rose a follow. I always have trouble spelling her name, so I got to concentrate to spell her name. But yeah, so she's another good Eve streamer. Today she was doing something different. Today she was doing Embers Adrift. It is going great, going great. We're just doing a countdown to the update. Trying to say where we're going to be at the update, you know. It's a new MMO. Cool, cool, cool. New MMOs are always good. Start out at the ground level. Can't go wrong with that. We are doing our event tonight. So, yeah, we're doing our event tonight. Nice try.